Begets, yo, what's up, guys? What is going on? Welcome back. Hope y'all are doing well. Athletic Bilbao, Barcelona. I don't think Barcelona had a bad game. I don't think they had a bad game. They do definitely need to work things out. They need a lot of kinks to figure out, especially in the back. A lot of mistakes in the back. The front also, it seems like there's no cohesion. There's no understanding. There's no in-depth understanding that they had in the past. Because individually, I think if you grab Lewandowski and you put him in, say, Liverpool, they would bench Nunez because that's how good of a season, good of a impact, good of a player Lewandowski is. Maybe that's a stretch, but I do believe that would happen. If you grabbed Gundogan and he went back to City, he'd have a phenomenal year because individually, I think there's nothing wrong with these players. I do agree that Xavi is having a hard time. He is responsible because he is the face of the team, so all the blame is going to just naturally fall on him. But I don't think they should get rid of him. I think that's a little rushed. And this is coming from Barcelona fans. All this criticism is coming from the fans. It's definitely not coming from Madrid fans. It's not coming from Athletic Bilbao fans. It's not coming from Athletic Madrid fans. It's coming from Barcelona fans. And yes, you should be somewhat troubled, but not to the point that you want this guy to leave. Because as I remember, people were hailing his coming. And I don't know who was the coach. I don't know if it was the Athletic Bilbao coach because he seems familiar. I know he was coaching Barcelona at some point, but everyone's talking about like the DNA is going to be back and we're going to get, the football that we deserve and the football that we had with Pep Guardiola. No, you are not. Those days are gone. That golden era is gone. You got to let that go. Like letting go of a relationship. I know it's hard. Let that go. Let that go. That's not going to happen. This is what you have to get used to. I remember before that golden era, I was used to just watching Barcelona kind of struggle, more or less. I still remember the Rivaldo a hat trick with a bicycle kick and the free kick and the shot from long distance. That was them trying to qualify for a Champions League. It wasn't like a cup final. It wasn't like they were playing the Champions League. No, it was just them trying to qualify. So I do remember on paper, amazing looking team, but when it came to playing, I wouldn't say they were struggling, but they were playing just like they're playing now. And to me, that's just normal. I don't see anything wrong with that. This team made it really hard. Let's be clear. Athletic Bilbao, they're no team to be messed with. This team made it so difficult, and they would have made it difficult for any team. Bayern Munich, Liverpool, Manchester United, Manchester City. This was a difficult team to play and in a difficult stadium to play. That crowd was insane. They were insane. Love the atmosphere. Love the atmosphere. Like I wish I was there. Like my hat's off and good on you. Good on Athletic Bilbao to just back up their team the way they did. That's how you support a team. That's how you support a team. I love that all the way through. So they were just like worker ants, just constantly hovering over every ball that a Barcelona player would get. They were just on them constantly. They were like nibbling at their ankles. There were a lot of fouls. They made it really difficult, very extremely difficult. I mean, evidence to that was like the 38th second goal that they scored. Right? Yes, Lamine Yamal just not focused, but again. This is Barcelona. You should have that pedigree of being used to like these kind of environments. And I do also agree that, or I would also say that he's just as responsible for that mess up. I don't care if he's 16. For me, it's no different blaming him or blaming 35-year-old Lewandowski. It's the same thing. Yeah, the more experience, but that's why you play. Lamine Yamal, that's what you play. Because you're that good. You've been given the opportunity and you've been given this responsibility to play for Barcelona. Let's not forget what Barcelona is. Barcelona put football on the map, at least here in the US, because anybody's mama that didn't know anything about football, the first thing that would come to their minds when they would think football was Barcelona. And then it was Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, but it was always Barcelona, not even Madrid. I still remember it was always Barcelona, a reference from Barcelona. So you're giving this responsibility, and if you mess up like he did with the first goal, you're just as responsible, because I heard some people saying like, oh, he's young, it's okay. No, it's not okay. Not for this game. It's okay for the future. And like, I'm not saying bench him or, loan him or sell him. No, definitely not, man. That's your prized gem right there with Lamine Yamal. But you also have to feel the consequences. There's consequences to that. Even though you scored a phenomenal goal, that was such a great goal. Such an amazing goal, especially for a 16-year-old. That's crazy. That was such a phenomenal goal. But still, you can't screw up like that. You cannot afford to screw up like that. I would say he cost them the game as well. He's part of the reason. I wouldn't say he's like the whole reason, right? Because at the same time, you could say he carried the team on his shoulder with a goal. So those days of like that tiki-taka and stuff, like that's gone. Like just let that go. This is what you have now. And this is a nice team, at least on paper. When I see it, like it looks like a dream team. Lewandowski, Pedri, Pedri, my God. You have Ferran Torres, you have what do you call it, Gundogan. Like this is a beautiful team. This is an excellent team, right? You have this new guy. I didn't get to see him. I wanted to see him, Vitor Roque, the Brazilian guy. I want to say Rafinha, but sure, why not? Let's throw him in there. You have Rafinha. You have a really, really good team, a solid team, but it's just not gelling. Well, it's not clicking, but they're not playing awful either. They had opportunities. And going back to Lamine Yamal, I forgot the 2 huge wasted opportunities. You have to score that. That's what I mean. Like, you're responsible. Yes, you scored a beautiful goal, but you can't keep appealing to the fact that you scored that amazing goal. You could have ended the match for Barcelona with those 2 opportunities. Huge wasted opportunities. I don't care if you're 16. That's why you're playing. If you're good enough, you're going to play. The end of story. I'm not trying to be hard on the kid, and I still want to see him play, and I think he's going to have a great career. He's going to mature, he's going to get better, etc., etc. But those opportunities, that's when you have to show like your pedigree. That's when you have to show that why you're picked above so many others. Because there's a whole mess of players that could play instead of him. So for me, the onus could fall on him. I know that's hard. I know that even may sound insane to a lot of people. A lot of you guys that I'm putting the blame on a 16-year-old. Like, what the hell? He's 16. Yeah, he's 16. He plays for Barcelona. There's a reason why he plays for Barcelona. And he missed huge opportunities to be able to win the game for Barcelona. He helped out Barcelona. He helped them out with the goal. Huge. But he also let them down. He let Barcelona down. And that's not taking away anything from Athletic Bilbao. Athletic Bilbao, beautiful game. They played amazing physical football. Physical football. Because the whole game was pretty much Athletic Bilbao attacking, but there were no clear chances. Like, not that many. There were, but there were like a huge mess of clear chances that Barcelona were doing a really good job at keeping them from not being able to score, at keeping them from creating clear opportunities. Because Barcelona, like with Lamine Yamal, they had opportunities. Ferran Torres had an opportunity. Gundogan had an opportunity, right? I'm sure Lewandowski maybe at one point had an opportunity also. So it wasn't like they were playing absolutely bad. Athletic Bilbao also were kind of a little bit shaky in the back towards, I think it was the second half. So this wasn't a one-sided match. It wasn't like, and Barcelona, I think, had more possession of the ball, which, again, doesn't mean that much. But, yeah, Barcelona weren't playing a bad game. They didn't play a bad game. It's just going to take some time. It's just going to take some time. And I know people are impatient because, again, it's Barcelona we're talking about, right? People are always going to want quick results. I get that. But I don't think Xavi should leave. I don't think there's anything terribly wrong with this club. They have a great team. They have a inexperienced coach, of course. But, yeah, just give him a chance. Or you know what? Get another coach, but get ready to wait. Like, take a seat because it's going to take a long time for you to get to that Barcelona that was, amazing, at the level of City, what City is right now. That's what people want, and you're not going to get that. I mean, have Guardiola come back. Maybe you'll get that at some point. But yeah, that's all I want to say about that. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.